Welcome everyone to Her Collective Circle. We are so excited and glad to have you here with us. Her Collective Circle is a community built on shared experiences, healing, and real connection. So we're excited to have you here. Tonight is about two things: feeling less alone and leaving with the support you need to move forward in your journey. So before we start, we know that this is a pre-recorded video. We weren't able to do the live today, but I want you to drop in the chat, where you're joining from, how you feeling, and, what's something in 2026 you are looking forward to. So let's go ahead and jump to introduction. So I will introduce myself first, and then we'll introduce my co-founder as well. So let's go ahead and move to the next slide. Oops. All right. So my name is Diamond. I have a background in public health from Morehouse School of Medicine. I've worked several years, I think 8 years, on the federal and state government side, working in STD, HIV, and overdose surveillance. And now I am working under my own company, D&E Gov Solutions. We are a social impact consulting firm, and we help small businesses build sustainable operations so that teams can focus on what's really important versus the chaos in their business. So that's just a little bit about me. I'm going to hand it over to my co-founder so she can tell you more about her.
Hi, everyone. I am Maria. I have a bachelor's of science in nursing. I am a active registered nurse. I did start out as a LPN. I graduated in 2018, and then I became a RN in 2020. I have experience in ICU, long-term care, geriatric care, and I am now a case manager. One of my favorite quotes, I wouldn't say is really a favorite quote, but it's just like a motto for me, is empowered women empower women. And we can move to the next slide. So me and Diamond have been friends a little bit over 20 plus years, 21, not 21, 27 years to be exact. One of the favorite things for us to do is to travel so that we can be peaceful and just do what we love to do. We love going to different places, trying new foods. And we are both living with, well, she lives with PCOS, endometriosis, and myself, I have IC. And that's part of the reason why we created Her Collective Circle. Next slide.
All right, so now that we know a little bit more about me and Maria, we're going to jump into a little game for you all. So let's do a quick icebreaker of two truths and a lie. So this is something that's really pretty easy. I'm going to share three statements in the on live, and uh, with those three statements, you're going to figure out what is the lie and what are the two truths. So I'll go ahead and jump in first. So here are my two truths and a lie. So either A, I was born in Georgia. B, I was diagnosed with PCOS and endometriosis. Or C, I got engaged, married, and got pregnant in 1 year. I'll give you a few moments to think about it. If you were listening, you probably caught one truth. All right. So I was not born in Georgia. I'm originally from Alabama, and I will pass it over to Maria to do hers.
All right. My two truths and one lie. A, I had a duplicate kidney on the right side and was diagnosed with IC. I secretly fluent in Icelandic, and I am a mother of two girls. It may be obvious which one is the truth, which one is the lie. Think about it. Well, my lie is I'm secretly fluent in Icelandic, and that's not true. I'm secretly fluent in English and Spanish. Hola, ¿cómo estás, everyone? Next slide.
All right. Her collective circle was built to bring women a safe space to connect, heal, and grow. We promote health, we promote wellness, holistic approaches, and community care. And this space was really all about, women navigating PCOS, endometriosis, and IC, and other chronic health conditions. So we honor different paths. It's open to women only. And, we don't provide medical care, but based on our lived experiences, we wanted to make sure that we created a group that we can share our journeys, share, what may be bothering us, and really just create a community that, we can hold each other's hand through this journey. So let's move into the next slide. So here's what you can expect inside the circle. So we offer three core themes. One will have monthly live circles, such as this one, where we'll go over different topics regarding PCOS, endometriosis, and IC, and other reproductive issues. And then two, we offer a safe community. Next, we also offer free practical tools such as journaling prompts, doctor conversation scripts, and symptom-friendly recipes. As you know, sometimes we have flares, so our diet is very important when we're navigating healing and trying to balance ourselves out. So you'll get a bunch of those different free practical tools within the circle. And then we're located in Alabama, so we would love to have wellness retreats or just meet up to have, community support with each other. So be on the lookout for more information once we decide, get y'all's feedback on what you would actually like and, schedule that for us. So that's exciting. We are committed to, talking with you and not at you. We are women and we are people who go through, life just like anybody else. So we want to make sure that you are in a space where you don't feel ashamed to speak up and that, we are able to, really share our journeys with each other. I'm a very transparent person, and I know that with the right tools and the community support, we can, move forward and really tackle our conditions together. So now that you know a little bit more about what we offer inside of the circle, I do want to take a few moments to down below in this video drop what's the most important thing for you right now. So is it live support, or is it the practical tools that may be helpful, or is it some of the education pieces, that you may not be clear on? So type 1, 2, or 3 in the chat and let us know what you're thinking. So now we want to make sure we're using clear language because medical terms can feel overwhelming sometimes. So I'm going to pass it to Maria to go over some of the common terminology.
So here are the medical terms of what we are all, or some of us may be suffering with: endometriosis, PCOS, and IC. So endometriosis is a condition resulting from the appearance of the endometrial tissue outside the uterus, which can result in pelvic pain. Bad cramps during your periods, worse than normal, pain in your belly or pelvis that won't go away, and heavy periods with lots of bleeding. And the people that I have encountered that do have endometriosis, from what I know is that they have really bad period cramps and sometimes they bleed really heavy on their cycles. With PCOS, it is a common hormone disorder affecting women of reproductive age. It can cause irregular periods, missed periods, difficulty getting pregnant, excessive hair growth on face and body, acne and oily skin, weight gain, and difficulty losing weight. And a lot of times, PCOS and endometriosis go hand in hand. Most people that are diagnosed with PCOS have endometriosis. So I can't even imagine how painful sometimes those periods can be. And I'm pretty sure Diamond can tell you that for herself. Where I see I have that, and it is a long-term condition where the bladder linings and nerves are sensitive, causing pain, pressure, and urgency to have to urinate, and it mimics UTI symptoms. So if you ever had a UTI and you know what that pain feels like, it does not feel good. So it could be from like taking in certain foods, numerous of things, but we can get into that a little bit later. But it causes lower pelvic pain that feels like UTI pain, pains that worsens when your bladder feels and eases after you pee. Urine tests will usually be negative and strong urge to pee even when bladder isn't full. And another one I want to put in here that will make you think you may have a UTI is foul smelling urine. Embarrassing, right? So, like with UTIs, a lot of times some people do experience the foul smelling urine if it's a real bad UTI. So, those are some basic terms we want to explain to you if you're not familiar with what those three things are. You can move to the next slide.
All right, so just to give you a few statistics on these conditions. So these conditions are distinct, but they often cluster together. So, like Maria said, if you have PCOS, it's not surprising that you have endometriosis. And if you have endometriosis, it's not surprising that you may have IC. Um, Polycystic ovarian syndrome affects about 6 to 12 women, 6 to 12% of women in the US of reproductive age. Endometriosis affects at least about 11% of American women ages 15 to 44. And IC symptoms occur in an estimated 2.7 to 6.5% of adult women in the US. So these statistics, really paint a picture. Behind every percent, is a woman trying to work, love, parent, and live while, they're in pain. So this is why community really matters. It's just to paint a picture of, what's been happening here in the United States. But yeah, let's move on now to our next segment. So Maria is going to lead our first circle topic, and she's going to be talking about IC. Maria?
All right. So we picked the topic of IC because I know a lot of people may not know or understand um, this condition. So this, the way I broke these slides down was how I handle this personally. And I hope this can help you better understand what it is. So you can move on to the next slide. So I see, like I said before, is a painful bladder syndrome. And people who may suffer with this, I just want to know that, well, want y'all to know that it's okay not to be okay. Not just painting a picture of the actual diagnosis, but in everyday life, whether you have PCOS, endometriosis, anxiety, depression, whatever it may be. So, compassionate awareness. Living with IC can feel very overwhelming, and that's my personal opinion, but you're not alone. Acknowledging your feelings is the first step towards healing. Next slide. Sorry. So, understanding IC symptoms is variability, validation, and seek support. So each woman's experience with interstitial cystitis can vary greatly as symptoms may change from day to day or even hour to hour. And I put that in there simply because with IC, you may have a flare today and feel better tomorrow. You may be feeling fine all day, and all of a sudden, those flares just come about and you having bladder pain. So, validation. It's important to recognize that feelings of frustration or confusion are valid. We all deserve support in navigating these challenges together. And that's one of the reasons why we created Her Collective Circle. Seek support. Reaching out for help is vital. Connecting with others who understand can provide comfort and encouragement during difficult times. Next slide. Why IC is misunderstood? It is pain invisibility. Many women with IC face invisible pain, often dismissed by others. This makes it essential to seek understanding and support from loved ones. Self-advocacy importance. Advocating for ourselves is vital in managing IC. We must express our experiences openly to receive compassionate care we deserve. And I know it says why IC is misunderstood, but I also want to say anybody that may be suffering with anything else, PCOS, endometriosis, whatever it is, just know that whatever you're feeling is always valid. And where I see the pain is a lot of times invisible to professional providers simply because it is a rare disease that some people don't even know that they have, and it mimics UTI symptoms. And I say that to say because when I started experiencing this pain, which I've had this pain for a very long time, and I had some other issues along the way before I was even diagnosed with this diagnosis, that I would go to the urgent care with this pain and they will simply send me home with antibiotics, basically treating a UTI, not caring if my test came back negative, positive, whatever. It took me going to a specialist. I had to find two different specialists. At first, I was seeing a urologist, and now I see a urogynecologist. So, just to say that don't allow these professional providers dismiss you when you say something is going on with your body. Next slide. So 1 in 10 women experience chronic pain such as IC. This statistic highlights the shared journey many women face. It underscores the importance of community support, compassion, and understanding and navigating this often invisible condition together, ensuring that no woman feels alone in her experience. And I'm gonna say this. When I got diagnosed with this, it was kind of such a relief to know that it was actually something really going on. But that goes along with anything, it feels good to be heard. It feels good for your provider to take the time out to run tests and figure out exactly what it is that may be going on with your body. Like you may not even understand, but to have a provider to actually listen to you as you explain to them what your body is going through is is absolutely awesome. Like, and this not only affected me physically, but it affected me emotionally because it was like, why can't I just be a regular person? Why do I have to go through this? Why does my body have to go through this? So another reason why we created Her Collective Circle, we're here for you and we hear you. Next slide. Understanding flares, embracing our journey. It's okay to have them. Flares are a normal part of living with IC, endometriosis, PCOS, whatever. They do not define us. Instead, they remind us to practice self compassion and patience. Next slide. Self care essentials. Finding peace during your painful moments, whether it be IC, PCOS, endometriosis, anxiety, depression, whatever other type of diagnosis you may have. Embracing rest and comfort is vital. During flares, hydrate often and listen to your body to nurture your healing journey with gentle compassion and understanding. And I'm going to say this, the self care essentials is all of those things, but simply listening to your body is the number one thing. I had to figure out what made me flare, what to eat, what not to eat, things to do, what not to stress about, because your daily living affects not only your mental, but it affects you physically. So take those self care essentials into your everyday life. Next slide. The healing, I don't know if that's my slide or your slide. Is that my slide?
Yeah.
Okay. The healing power of community connection. Understanding and support. Community brings us together, offering understanding without explanation. In sharing our experiences, we create a safe space for healing and connection. And once again, I'm going to say it again. That is one of the reasons why we came together to create a collective circle for women just like us. Next slide. Nurturing space. Her collective circle is a community for women where we offer compassionate environment where women can share experiences, find understanding, connect without judgment or comparison. Next slide. Disclaimer. Peer support and education. While we offer compassionate peer support and education, please remember to consult with your healthcare provider for any medical concerns or treatments because we can't help you. We are here to support you. We will hear you out if you need to know what to say, but we are not here to give you any type of medical advice. We will share holistic approaches that we have done. If you want some suggestions, we are here for you. Next slide.
All right. So what happens next? So this is your invitation to join the circle. Like we covered a little bit earlier, we'll have monthly circles. So this month's theme is self-advocacy and sharing your experiences. We'll also have weekly activities such as on Mondays, we'll have check-in for support. So we'll just, post in the chat, how you're feeling, just kind of checking in with everyone to start the week off right. And then on Wednesdays, we'll have some education, relevant topics, maybe some emerging news or research about our conditions. And then on Fridays, we're going to have, celebrations and acknowledge progress. So acknowledging a little win. So maybe you got found a new recipe and it actually worked for you. Or maybe, you try to schedule some time to take a nap. Like any small thing that you did differently or that helped you in your journey, we want to make sure that we're celebrating. Um, so those are our weekly activities. And we also want to just thank you for joining our first live circle, which was held today. We'll gather every month to share insight, foster connection, and build our community support with you all. So thank you for joining. Like I said, this is our first live circle. Even though it's not live, but the next one hopefully will be. And yeah, guys, this is how you can join us. So we're on all social media platforms. Facebook, if you scan these QR codes, we'll be on Instagram and TikTok. So there you can find updates on, Maybe it's local meetups, maybe it's emerging things out of research that we would like to bring to you all. We'll also have guest speakers as well in the circle to just bring you all, different approaches as well. You can also contact us at hercollectivecircle@gmail.com. And we're so excited to have you all here. And I'm just so looking forward to growing with you all, sharing our journeys with you all. As we grow, we also will grow in community. So yeah, guys, that is our first ever collective circle. Drop in the comments all those things that we've talked about during the circle. And yeah, that's it. Maria, you have anything else? You did such a good job, guys. So good job on that.
I think. But yeah, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for listening. Also drop in the comments, how did we do? Because I am not one of those people that do presentations. So I kind of freezed up and stumbled over a couple words, stuttered a little bit, but with time, it will get better. But we are so excited that we were able to actually launch, because it was a lot of procrastination that came behind this. When we created this, we had no plan, no insight, no niche down, no nothing. It was like, look, we want to come up with a company, but we don't know what we want to do. And I'm so excited that we were able to drop this and launch this on today and actually meet a goal and the deadline that we set, y'all. That is the most exciting part to me, because I was just like, oh my God, I was so nervous. I didn't know how to market. I didn't know how to come to other people and say, hey, we're doing this. Like, I still have so many flyers in my book bag because I was just so scared to even like say, here, I'm starting a business, here, I'm starting a business. But thank you for the people that have joined this group. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
Yes.
So yeah.
Thank you guys. And we'll catch you all in the circle and look forward to more drops from us. But yeah, happy Saturday. Have a great day.